Yeah, everyone, welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. This video here is probably going to be the most comprehensive battle simulation I'd ever do in DCS, quite frankly. We're obviously staring at a Su-24 Fancer in the Ukrainian Air Force livery. This is the battle for Crimea. I was going to initially do this as a basically upscale battle of attack, destroying the Black Sea Fleet once and for all, in a more realistic sense than just a grudge match. However, I do honestly believe that based off the information that I've sort of gleaned and what I've learned and sort of the research I've done, we can do a really interesting battle to show how, with a little bit of coalition support, mainly the Americans, Crimea could be very vulnerable. So without further ado, let's cut to a big picture tactical view of Russian forces in Crimea, and then we'll go into the battle from there. Okay, so really briefly, a force breakdown of the stuff that we are interested in specifically for this simulation of the Battle of Crimea. There will, as I've caveated previously, be other forces in Crimea. This is the IADs we are interested in. Also, we are going after a major anti-naval strike here. Once again, those ships can defend themselves, but I've not come up with point defence in this, and all of the Black Sea Fleet surviving in the Black Sea at present has no more than what could effectively be described as point defence capability. So, key points we are interested in down here to the south. Sevastopol, this is the main port of the Black Sea Fleet at present. This will be a key tactical target. There will be ships in here. We'll be simulating that these have been reported to us through both human intelligence, electronics intelligence, but also satellites. This is a major operation. And also, you cannot hide ships that are in port. Like, you can jiggle them about and you can try and be sneaky beaky, but you can't hide them forever. So that is Sevastopol. Fiorent is an S-400 battery. This was the battery that was attacked with the cardboard drones donated by Australia to fairly impressive effect. This is a battery that I believe would be operating in at least a degraded state. As we don't have a functional S400 mod in DCS at present, I'm simulating this battery as being SA-20 or S300 PMU-2 missiles. So these are large, long-range missiles with a range of up to 200 kilometers. This is short of the 400 reported of the actual S400. However, bear with me on that one. Next up, this is the source I used, which is on which was defense analysis of the IAD sites believed to be within, or S400 sites believed to be within Crimea. Here you have the site we're looking at present, Fiorent. You also have the site at Kerch. Kerch is our next point of interest. We have the Kerch Strait Bridge. The Kerch Strait Bridge is how Russia is able to supply Crimea. Without this, and without a robust, and I mean very robust, naval transport capability, Crimea is untenable. Crimea is not connected to the Russian mainland here. And here, on this side, it is connected to mainland Ukraine by the Savash. As you can see, the Savash, the landmass is put very differently in map mode to what it is in satellite mode. This is a tidal marshland. So once again, bear in mind, this is okay. There are supply paths and routes over here. However, we are currently, within 50 miles of the front line at present. It is not impossible for Ukraine to then turn around and go, right, we're pushing, and just push this entire area and push Russia out. Please note, this is the port of Odessa. This would be the primary target or the primary sort of concern for counter-attack on the part of the Russians. Moving counterclockwise around, you also have the northern battery of the S300, which is S300 PMU-2 once again. Like I say, I believe all S400s will have been attacked by this state in some form and will be operating at a degraded state. This is the battery at Jankoy. And once again, S300 PMU2, again with a theoretical 200 kilometer max range. Bear in mind though, folks, really this doesn't make a difference to our battle. The S400 can smack a target 400 kilometers away, at least according to reports. However, that target has to be the size of a 747. We don't have that it's the ability of a target in DCS right now. Anyway, carrying on. So we also have a centre on the centre of the island. We have an EWR 56G. This is the EWR. This is an early warning radar. This will be one of the primary targets for HIMARS. I'll be discussing HIMARS strikes next. Primary target actually for HIMARS in this area is Novo Fedorivka, also referred to as Saki. This is a large airbase in western Crimea. This is home for Su-30s, Su-34s. This is where a lot of Russian air power in Crimea is based. If we can knock that out, we remove an ability for them to resupply. What this operation is about, this isn't about how many people we can put in body bags. This is about making sure that Russia can no longer support Crimea. If we knock out a major airbase, it reduces their ability to fly stuff in. Once again, S300 battery here, simulating S400. This is the battery at, oh boys, Yevpatoria. And this will be, again, this will be the primary concern for the HIMARS striking Nova Fedorivka. That's why I have quite a few HIMARS. HIMARS on the pot, we're discussing the attack later on, but we've sort of covered quite a bit of or taken quite a bit of the tactical Ukrainian ability for this battle. Primorsko Air Base. This is a airbase, you can just see it on the satellite there. This is being used by Russia to launch Shahed drone strikes into Ukraine. The hope will be to, again, stick some missiles on that. I've not submitted this to a massive depth, but disabling the runway sends a message. What I'll do is I will submit that a little bit better before the actual battle and add some buildings. This is the at least tactical scale picture for Ukraine. So, like I say, the red line, in case it wasn't really obvious, is the front line. But this is the tactical picture for the Battle of Crimea. Without further ado, I'm going to add point defences and ships to this, and then we'll see you on the battlefield. All right. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the full Battle of Crimea. Now, this is chaotic and a mess. So, we're going to talk you through the attack. We're going to talk you through how we're going to deal with it, and the hopefully desired effects. So, I'm going to go sort of loosely top to bottom. We'll do red 4's aircraft first, and then blue 4. So, first aircraft, Su-47 Burkut. This is a bit of a mythical aircraft, I think. But it is real, it does exist. This was basically designed towards the end of the Soviet era, shall we say. And it turns out, basically, so it disappeared for a while. It's thought Sukhoi took it back in-house and kept it. And now rumours are sort of circulating that it's been seen, or it's been operating in the, sort of doing tests in the current war in Ukraine. So this is in the air for a bit of fun. I've given it, you can't see its weapons. I've gone, oh, no, you can actually. The weapon doors are closing. So you've got R73s, which are basically adders, and R77s. I've got R77-1s and R77 mics. R77-1s are basically the current variation. So think of it as a AIM 120 like low-level D model. And the R77 mics are basically the most bang-up-to-date R77s. Again, fairly mythical. No one's actually sure they're out there operating, except for some sort of fairly pro-Russian people. So I'm not going to declare that either way, but I thought if it is going to be here, it'll be on sort of one of the test aircraft, which is this. Next, just taking off out of Fedorivka Air Base, is a Su-30. Well, this is standing in for a Su-35. As you can see, it's a cap response. Once again, gunned, well, loaded to the max with R77s. Mainly R77-1s, but one R77 mic per aircraft. This aircraft just here is more of a, I wonder what we could make it do. Su-34. This is sort of, for roleplay purposes, going to strike into Ukraine, but will get bounced. This is a KA-52, which is recovering to its to mother basically, but it's got the anti-shipping missiles attached, so I may try and use it for that. A German Air Force, a Luftwaffe Tornado. The Luftwaffe still has these actually, and they still have the Cormorant missile, so in theory this could be used. MiG-29, this is basically a decoy launcher, so you can see he's got 6 decoys in a bag and some M120s. We've then got B-52s carrying cruise missiles, B-52 carrying cruise missiles, F-15EX in escort mode. This is standing in for an F-15C like current model. I don't have any decent representation of the C that has the D model missiles. I know like I say, but so the one thing that this does have extra is it has the extra. It has basically one rack of extra AIM-9Xs. Fair enough, but yeah, this is like I say. To be honest, this is more here for eye candy. But that is one of the F-15s, 2 of the F-15s, and there's another formation of B-52s doing a different attack. This is a B-21 standing in for a B-2. You wouldn't. They are literally, for purposes of the game, they're exactly the same. You'll notice how it's attached to Air Force 93. So 93 is the year it came into the fleet. So it's likely that this is actually a B2 skin anyway. And then we've got 3 of those. And they've got an E3 providing Overwatch. Lastly, I'm not sure we've covered this off yet, we've got Su-27. There's a pair of them here carrying launchers. So they've got basically all the MALDs. And their job's going to be to drain the decoys, and then we're back to the Su-47. So what we'll do, we're going to start. Basically, I do not script any of the attacks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to script, or I want to basically tell this to attack. We're going to fire a spread of MALDs. In fact, a 45-degree arc from sort of in line with where the aircraft is flying now to the far side of Crimea. You will see the method in the madness momentarily. So there you have it. That is effectively 9 missiles being fired on this axis. So the MALDs are seen as cruise missiles. We've got 9 decoys being fired on this axis, and 9 decoys being fired on this axis. These missiles, I'm actually going to just extend their flights so they all splash, or all basically disappear in the area of Novosibirsk. The reason for that is, effectively on this side, I also had a target, which I believe we discussed in Port of Novosibirsk, which was I've had ships in the Port of Novosibirsk, and an SA-11. The plan is, there's B-52s going in to strike that, so that's why I'm going to try and drain as much of the IAD as I can. Draining the IAD is what all of this is about. So, the next attack quadrant, I guess, is another decoy launch, and that's going to be from this MiG-29. He's only carrying 6 decoys, so I'm only going to give him 4 initially, and then we'll send him to a racetrack, and we can use them to effectively overcome any areas that we didn't foresee. So, 1, 2, and then what we'll do is I'm going to fire action now. So one's going to go that way, and the rest are all going to go over the top of this site. This is probably the highest concentration of air defence. I'm going to do 6. I'm just going to do the full 6. We're not going to need any more. That is the law I'm sticking to. So there we go. So those aircraft are now going to fire their decoys. B-21s, I'm going to let them run for now. I'm going to wait for the decoys to go into the air. We'll have a look at a decoy. This is a MAL. This will be one of the ones coming into Crimea from the north. Bear in mind that they'll look at the rate that these will be flying off the aircraft at, though. You're just going to turn, release, and the guy behind him is doing exactly the same. So it's going to be missiles basically saturating the air defence picture. This is a simplified version of how decoy missiles work. Decoy missiles effectively simulate a real aircraft, and these are clever decoys, so they can fly around and maneuver and do all sorts of stuff and make it look like they're real things. Look at that, missiles already in the air. So basically I meant to tell him not to fire, but oh well. We'll just say they've noticed the decoys and they're like, no, we're back at war basically, so we're gonna fire. But it's going against a Tycho. Tycho will be fine. what we'll do is I'm going to main thing I need to target isn't that, but is I use the ground right next to. Okay, remove that target, please. Probably already fired missiles, but oh well. I'm going to pause the game really quickly. So the missiles that were fired there were Bastion missiles. These are very capable anti-shipping missiles. Absolutely, you know, see, it's basically going incredibly high speeds and it descends. This is the Onyx, is what it's also known as. Incredibly capable and will wreck your day. Don't worry. But the Tychos, you can see, they are now going to return. So all the Malds are away now. And we've got Tomahawks getting airborne off the ship. Look at that. So that's why I'm using Tychos. They have all the VLS. Look at how big that VLS is. You know, Type 45 has 38 aircraft in its VLS, so 38 missiles in VLS cell. Okay, you know, Ollieberg's similar, pretty big VLS as well, but nothing's quite does a Tycho to VLS. Anyway, now we've got the B-21s running in. They are here to absolutely wreck this IADS. So, he's going to put one missile in. Now, the main things I'm interested in targeting is the radars. You know, they can drag the missiles away and use them for something different, but there ain't going to be that much. So, using the track radar, using the search radar, and then I've got a command post which we'll do 4 missiles, and then we'll tell them to turn outbound, fly away, and then we'll wait for a BDA. For roleplay purposes, satellites, all that kind of good stuff being used today. And Mission Commander, you know, sitting in his aircraft, effectively going, "Okay, you've launched your missiles, turn cold." ... There you go. So the reason I'm not putting it directly on the target is it'll then start attacking the actual IADs properly, and it gets a bit weird at that point. But I've given it point attack targets, so as soon as it's finished that, we'll do a cheeky little. I'll do basically douche. No, I've done it wrong. Douche, 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 douche. By this point, they've done a nice delay vector. So yeah, the missiles are away. So you've got 2 types of missiles flying in. You've got Tomahawks, which are non-stealth legacy missiles, and you've got the JASM ER. This is the Joint something something. Basically, it's the replacement for the Tomahawk. It's stealth. That's why we like it. It's not fully stealth like a B-21. It's probably about the same radar cross-section. But if you think how big a B-21 is compared to the missile, it is actually quite a substantial difference. So you can see that the BGM-109s, we've got a bunch of missiles in the air. This is basically probably all the missiles the site had available. BGM-109. So these are the Onyxes still. See, it's very low level, and it's doing 1800 knots. It is very quick. That is what gives this missile its potency. But SM6 away. SM6 is basically the do-it-all missile right now for sort of medium to long-range defense in the fleet. Of course, these Tychos, their radars cannot see the incoming missiles, but they will have advanced warning thanks to Overlord 1-1. Reason being, Overlord is basically higher up, so sees further over the horizon. I'm sure that makes a limited amount of sense to you all, but bear with me. Right, missiles going back downhill now. Ooh, this is going to be a big boy battle today. Big boy battle. Thonk. Now, missile's not going to hit anything because there was nothing there because the last missile caught it. There you go. They double launch on that. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, look at that go! What was that just crossed with us? Was that an ESSM already? So ESSM is... No, that's an SM6. Just not flying ballistically at all. Yeah. So, the brain. Yeah, SM6. Boom, boom. SM6, like I say, mainly ballistic. Can obviously do non-ballistic stuff. But that is the threat defeated largely. You've got one missile left, but that'll be dealt with. There's the SM-6 going out of the fleet. Now, this guy has launched all of his missiles, confirm. Got one more MALD left, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give him one more target to shoot over, and that will be this area, because that is what I'm concerned about. Whew. And then you can see you've got the JASSMs. So the JASSMs are on their way to strike the SA-20, and the MALDs are going to be on their way. There you go. He's now done. He's dealt with. He can turn cold. What we'll do, we'll just send him back over friendly territory. Tornado IDS next, so they can attack. So actually, what I'm going to do, because he has an air defense weapon, he's on pinpoint strike, so he probably wouldn't employ it very well. So I'm not going to have him. Anti-ship strike. It's those Su-30s that are concerning me. Right, Dodge. You can attack that target, please. Look at that. There's the missiles coming out. So, this is a ship I didn't cover yet. I'm sorry. Saraguchi corvette. There is one of these in the Black Sea Fleet. As that Kamov is coming in, or touchdown behind. What we'll do, I'm going to send that Kamov. I'm going to send him airborne again. See if he'll abort the landing. But, no, he won't. Basically, this has an S-350 air defense suite. This is the S-350. This is more potent than an S-400, in my opinion. It has its legs are slightly less long, but the missiles are much smaller. Much smaller means changing direction is easier, effectively. Right. What we'll do is we'll send the Burka in to attack those guys. Now, also, because those guys have fired all of their missiles confirmed, that is confirmed, and they have one missile left each. So we'll do center mass. Yeah, why not? No, oh god, that was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. There you go. One more missile, and then set path. Run away at maximum speed, please, on the deck. That makes them harder to hit. Trust me. Oh no, they've decided to run away. Fair enough. I mean, two mods ain't going to change the scope of the war, hopefully. Or no. Oh no, missiles out. That mod's out. So you've got one missile out, so it's one missile. You know what, weapons failures, all that kind of stuff happens. So you can see now 9 Mach 96 Deltas, which are the long-range S-350s. Boom. Just like that. So, yeah, they are raining down on them, basically, now. I'm trying to get one of those nice shots I do. Bear with me, there we go. Oh well. But this is going to help, though, trust me. Su-30s, there's aircraft over here, go deal with them. Climb up to high altitude, please, and just buster over there, please, and thank you. So they are in burn now. They are. Don't know why they're so low poly or so low texture. That will recover. Yeah, they can see there's aircraft in that quadrant. Probably going to lose the tornadoes. Not going to lie. There's some molds though. The thing is, the molds don't confuse the aircraft. They only confuse air defense systems. Got a gargoyle going up. That is engage it. So gargoyles are coming out of that site there probably to engage that rake of molds. Also, that mold survived the first wave. Look at this. We've drained this IADS. Okay, we've got all but one is drained, so there's 4 missiles left in this entire battery. That is brilliant news. That is going to make a massive difference. But now that we've drained the IADS, it's time for an ATACMS. So, there it is. We've got five ATACMS rounds here. They are going to be striking the airbase, which is roughly here, of Saki or Nova Federica. So 5 rounds, start firing. What we'll do is I'm basically putting those rounds in that area to simulate the airbase. Each round will be independently targeted to take something different that's important. Again, it doesn't make a difference to this war because Do you want me to destroy this bit of the field or that bit of the field? Because of the way ED made the game, this area of the map isn't detailed. Wish it was, trust me. Anyway, got Malds coming in though now. So Malds, yeah, they are going to hopefully start catching the SA-11 next. But it makes a big difference. This makes a difference. You've got Jasms. So Jasms are in formation. May about be time. So yeah, I've got one Laresm. These guys are brave, but is it enough? Probably not is the answer. Set path. Boosh. 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 Low level, please, boys. Add a target. The Luftwaffe say no. Luftwaffe say no. And what we can do now that we're cruising the coast, we can also do Handy Wind, please. Strike him. And the Admiral Grigorovich is the other ship I want you to strike. So he's basically going to turn in and launch a missile. Now, these guys are, yeah, they're still on the first leg. We'll wait for them to complete their circle. B-52s, they're going to keep going in this direction. We've got... Can the Tychos actually strike him? Potentially, we'll see. I know who can actually. Arlie Burke. He's in SAM config, but he should still have some ship missiles on board. So they've both been taught to strike him. E3 will be providing the targeting data for that, hopefully. How far is that from the E3? E3 should be able to see that far. It's on the cusp. It's on the cusp, I would say. So more gargoyles. These are the gargoyles. They're massive missiles. You can see they've got really long legs. These are really similar to the S400 missiles. It's the S300 PMUT. So it's effectively the version before the S400. But the S400, because it has really big missiles conform to the laws of physics. They do not like changing direction. So they can fly a long way, but they can't really do much when they get there. And these guys have decided they've run out of fuel. It's going to be an IADS day today, I think. So what we'll do, I'm just going to send them away. They're not targeting anything, so I'm just going to tell them to turn cold. Su-47. Similar case here. See if I can get them to attack that and proceed Buster. So, we've got attackums on the way. These attackums we'll probably see if we've got anything else left by them launching. But the attackums are coming in just behind the Mals. That's exactly what we wanted. Next up, targeting the early warning radar. 3 rounds, please. Engage. And then, on the very cusp of what this can work, the IADS here. So, SA-20, we'll just say attack that, 10 rounds, engage. So that'd be all his remaining rounds hit that northern SA-20 battery. Whew, so we've got more bastions out because the things haven't made it yet. This is fine, don't worry. Let's see, these are all bastions. Oh, yeah, of course they are. Yeah, that's fine. What I'm going to fast forward time now because there's nothing really for us to do or see here. Yeah, they're out of fuel and they're just going home, I think. Yeah, that nose wiggle means we are out of fuel. We are going home. No, it thinks they think they're being locked. What? By SM6? No way. In all of the battle planning I did for this mission, I did not see that coming. I will be honest. This missile here, this is modernised Buk. This has been launched from the Admiral Grigorovich. And a little Current Hill logo. Admiral Grigorovich. Sorry, I will also cover off. You've got some of the fleet in Sevastopol. These are the some of the landing ships that are damaged. This is the Admiral Essen. I literally set the group name to be what they were. No, okay, I must have given up at that point. And that's one of the remaining logistics ships still in Crimea. Oh, look at this. So what we've got, those are just Malds. They're shooting the Malds still. The Malds are... You know what? Wait, what? This is SM6. Is SM6 going to get him? That nose twitch, that means it sees. It's really slow, so it might not get him. What? Yeah. Honestly, didn't see this coming. Didn't see it coming at all. We'll just do that. There's a thumbnail right there, folks. Hadja. I did not see that coming. He's juked it. No, he hasn't. He dead. That is utter insanity. Hang on, is that explosion visible from up here? No. That's a real shame. Oh no, no, there he was. Hang on. I have to cycle through now. Sorry, guys. He. That's honestly, you know what, sir? We salute you. That was impressive. Well, actually, no, we don't salute you. You got shot down by a. Sir, we salute you. The chosen few. Battle of the Chosen Reservoir. We've got one last meld, and one last boot coming out to get it. Honestly, did not expect this, but oh, hang on, we've got missiles inbound. Jasm's coming in. We've got as many rounds, I believe, being fired at this Panzer as we do everything else because the Panzer is that pretty dangerous. Something to... Hang on. Is that Panzer just like... Oh, shit. Thwack. Panzer, go bye-bye. But look at this site now. Fuel trucks on fire. That is going to be major for them. Okay, got one radar left side, which is search radar, and one track radar. So this is why we didn't send the full raid in at once. Set path, northbound back, please, folks, and targeting today. So the monolith search radar is still up, so we'll re-attack that. I mean, the battery's drained, but you know. And we'll now that the IADS is heavily degraded, brackets non-functional brackets. Let's start RP farming some ships. So this is how we do. So the Grigorovich, and basically just because it's inland, I can hit it with a cruise missile. There's two Lorasms leading in those tornadoes, and a third Lorasm still making its way into target. So Grigorovich, I'm going to put 2 rounds in one either side for the Grigorovich. It's it'll only fire 1 missile at each target, so that's why I need to. The Grigorovich is probably the most capable ship in there. The Tild, which is like one of the fleet oilers, I believe, is what that's simulating. Yeah, the Bobrov. We're going to call it the Bobrov. So it's simulating. And then lastly, 1 missile each landing ship, I think. Again, those ships are simulating inactive landing ships which are being repaired. But just because because they're being repaired, the tactic of attacking a ship that's being repaired is you wait until it's just about ready to put back to sea. You're that kind of asshole. And then you've got an RGM-84 going in, which is fine. B-52s are going to continue skirting to the south. What I'll do, that is basically all the attacks going to be needed there. That Lorasm's on its way into target. It'll hopefully locate. I think it can see the target now. Okay, so we're going to re-attack that ship. Target, that's where they're running in. So they should re-attack, please. Dodge 1-1. I'm just going to turn it in over the top. It's still over the Tychos. Like, no one can touch him. Oh, the Burkut's chasing these guys down. These guys are... Uh-oh, they have decided to go home, but not home. That way, please, folks. Buster on the deck. Carry on. But Type 45 sees him. But that goes to show the range to current range to target there. 52 miles. That is reduced stealth. You know, and he's on the deck, so he's trying. He's basically, yeah, he's not. He's basically just trying to defend that missile right now. He's back to on the deck. We juke it left, we juke it right. This is appropriate logic. He's juking left and right like he is there. Look what it's making the Aster do. It's making the Aster twitch, and every time the Aster twitches, it loses a little bit of airspeed. However, I thought it was so close with the 230. Give over. Right, I'm going to just order it to go home. Rules of engagement, hold fire, go home. You were shot down, sir. This appears not to have a damage model. That's good to know. But, yeah, those guys no longer need to defend from him. I've basically told him, don't shoot at anyone, go home. You've been shot down. Full sort of exercise style. Sir, you've been shot down, go home. So B-21's going to re-attack. I wish I could send like multiple missiles after him, but yeah, alas. And B-21's going to attack the... Because there's a Grigor... The Black Sea Fleet has 3 Grigoroviches. My whole thing is, one's... Basically, there's a third of them are in this fight, so that's why we're doing it this way. So another Larazum is out, and then there's a whole bunch of Jasms going in to hit targets as well. Theory is, I mean, that harpoon ain't going to do much, probably, at this stage in the day. But the Tychos may actually have some cruise missiles left, so what we could do is just... The Grigorovich, as you can see, is what I'm most concerned about, so I'll just put it around there. Which means they should, hopefully, if they have any cruise missiles left, fire them. Right. Attack him now, please. I fired, yeah. We may run out of anti-shipping missiles, which would be embarrassing. Oh, break! Break! The Mulls have made it all the way across. There's the Kerch Strait Bridge. This is great news. One thing I've not given the Kerch Strait Bridge is point defense weapons. It's got an S-400. That is all it needs. Trust me. Well, that's what the Russian commander said. Am I right? See, so this guy's for 20,000. They are effectively being unmolested all the way in. But again, this part of the IADS, it's drained. As one of them seems not to want to shoot, is this SA-20 here, but he's got all but 4 rounds expended. Draining the IADS, it's how you do this. The Rescue, which is cruising through the area, he's not got the ability to touch anything flying at 20,000 feet, even if it looks like a B-52. So they're just going to continue until they get into this SA-11 net that's protecting Novosibirsk. Oh no! So there's yeah, these guys. It's 22-160. It's just he definitely deserves just a harpoon and nothing else. And this guy, I'm gonna make sure he just cruises that way. He's basically going to like Batumi for a goodwill visit. And Jasms, again, stealth missiles. So, what are they attacking? Are they just going to attack? Oh, hang on. Wait, what? We nailed the handy wind. One of the handy winds. Yep, nailed it. Oh, poor handy wind. That was simulating again one of the bulk. So the Fleet logistics ships are the main target of this. They are what would be the difference between Russia winning and Russia losing. You can see why I'm using cruise missiles as well. This isn't flat. The anti-ship missiles aren't clever enough to understand mountains. I know. But that's a decent chunk of missiles again. So he's using 1B2 with Larasms was a mistake. I think I should have given them more. Alas, though, you learn every time. So they're sending their missiles in now. Don't know why the Su-27s have got a death wish and are flying further here. I'd say stop attacks, go home. Stop what you are doing, turn around and fly home, please. This may just be the whole economy cruise nearest airbase is this way manoeuvre. I don't know. Actually, they all had one. Yeah, they are the final decoy. Basically, much like the MiG-29, they turned cold and went home. So, oh, the Su-47 did actually get shot down, so it took 2 missiles. That, yeah, fair enough. Interesting, the Su-34 made it there and back without being shot. He's going to go to Krasnodar. I'm going to send him. That would be like his recovery point. Last of the mods, though. Approaching Novosibirsk. The port at Novo. There you go. We've got Grumbles on the way out. These are older style gadflies, and these are older missiles, but perfectly potent. And like I say, they're sort of simulating the more sort of like they are probably, yeah, basically they're more potent. No, they're more potent. They're more common. Sorry, I mistook my words. They only shot one of the targets, though. Interestingly, the rest of them can just do a flyby. They have a lower PK, obviously, because they're older missiles, but they're still very efficient. Sorry, I wanted to do this. So as you can see, there's another landing ship here in port. And then what I attempted to do, and it's failed miserably, was put 2 static placement objects there, which are the 2 attack boats. They are simulating 2 damaged anti-piracy craft. And then there's one again, which is over there in dry dock, so the Grisha in dry dock. There's a Grisha here and a Grisha behind it in dry dock, which is being worked on. Novo is one of the homes of the Black Sea Fleet. Well, a lot of things have been pulled back to. Mal's just like, don't care. I had a good run. Thing is, though, right, this Mald has, these got a range of 100 miles, but it just shows it. They're fired about at the flot, so about there, and they're now here. So they've had a 300-mile flight. They've had a good run. Thonk, and then this Mald's just like, heh. Actually, I quite like that. That's a cool thumbnail right there. Because that gives quite a bit away, doesn't it? In terms of, we've got Novosibirsk Air Base, and yeah. And these two basically just, in their terminal phase, they just splash into the sea. Self-destruct and splash into the sea off Novo. It's going supersonic! Oh, it's gone supersonic, that's why it's got the vibrations. It can't pull out! Splash. Fulfilled its job, though. fulfilled its job. Right. Oh, we've got a lot of Rasm going after that ship there. Got Jasm coming in. So watch this one going in first. This pitches up. Let's see if there's anything comes up for him now. Nope, nothing can see him. And then that's Jasm's going for the ships there. So this is the single Jasm. Ping. And that's destroyed that radar. So that is, reducing the SA of the Black Sea Fleet. So what we could actually do there, effectively, is say to him, right, you can now sail closer. Actually do sail in exactly that direction at a flank bell. Right, there we go. Feel free to attack those guys. He made to be on. He shouldn't be out of rounds yet. Uh-oh, I forgot about these guys. There you go, you've got them coming into attack. So this is the port area now, Sevastopol, that we're attacking. Grigorovich is returning fire! This is why I target it with multiple missiles. Gonna watch from the Grigorovich's perspective. Oh, so one missile splash. Splash. Grigorovich. Grigorovich's been hit. Grigorovich has been hit and killed. Got one more Jasm coming in, and this is going for the landing ship tank, which is simulating one of the Crocodile class. Thonk. Thonk, thonk. So the last ship standing is the Tild, which is the Bobrov. But we've got Tomahawks coming in, which should flak that area. Got Lorazm out, which will hopefully wallop. Yeah, you got okay. You got two ships being hit with Lorazms there. Fair enough. So I'm just going to pull that guy back to path him in this general direction, but give me. Oh no, he's doing his attack, so he can't. Fair enough. I think he has to support the missile. So you've got a Grigorovich and a Karakurt there. Grigorovich was the most capable ship in Sevastopol until it wasn't. I know the Tild's gone as well, so I must have missed one of the missiles that was going in there. Or the Bobrov, as it's. That missile the missile going to hit the Steregushi got splashed. So these guys, like I say, flank bell towards the coast now that the radar's been destroyed. So you can see the 30 knots. And this is going to be the power of them steaming in. What we can do is actually do the same, give the same objective to the Arleigh Burke. I want to, because he is going to be, I want him to attack on a quartering angle. So I'm going to send him in at that angle there, and that gives him a broadside capability against the Karakurt and the Grigorovich. Grigorovich is one of these things. So it's got basically a book for air defence, cash-down guns as standard, and a decent size for VLS with anti-ship or anti-land attack capability. I apologise I gave this anti-land attack. I didn't think this would turn to a naval battle. I thought it would be all air power. And you've got a Karakurt, which is an anti-shipping mode. I genuinely didn't think this would have any anti-shipping component to it. My sincerest apologies, folks. Just smashing the Grigorovich to pieces. Supersonic terminal phase, bang. Just shredding the Grigorovich there now. It's a lot of missiles we pumped into her, but hey. To be fair though, none of these are. One of those is in ASHM mode. Is what I'll say. I'll say J. Ooh. So. Uh-oh, he's firing. Okay, he's just firing harpoons though, right? Yeah, but hopefully. Are they firing tomahawks at him? Wow. The gall of these guys. We'll just remove that target now. The absolute gall. So we've got harpoons out and an SM6. I think SM6 is going to whack this, go for the Steragushi. Lorazum coming in at low level. Oh no, fair enough. So it's going to be way more balanced than I thought. Lorazum versus Karakurt. Yeah. Kablam. There we go. So yeah, we're just going to push this guy this way and down, I guess. So this Lorazum is now targeting a target which I can't see, which is fair enough. Hopefully it'll turn its radar on and go, ooh, and wallop him, but eh. So these guys, so basically what we're doing now is we've cleared all but one of our objectives on this side of the map. We're now going to be pressing for this. So we have two separate attack profiles. One is going for the Kerch Strait Bridge. Remember what I said? This is, about logistics. We've got a singular SM6 round coming in. So it might be the last one, so it might be that he's not got many. What's his defense looking like? Uh-oh. So the Namek 100, this is the short range component, or that was the short range component of the S350. I wish I could see how many weapons he had left in his little IADS. Poo. What we'll do, we'll tell him. We know the attack's coming from there. He's going to go out and blaze a glory, basically, I think, is his. Interestingly, I don't know if the helicopter just despawned, probably. Fast forward a bit of time now. Steragushi is going to flank speed, they're going to basically head on, close. That guy's coming in where he's got quartering on him and on. But straight towards the coast now. There we go. That's still quartering. Is that just another one that's going to just... Are we just abusing the poor Grigorovich at this point, or the Arsenal? I think this would probably be the Arsenal. It's just... You know that meme where it's like, stop hitting him, he's already dead! Yeah. There we go. What we can do also now actually is have Overlord press closer. And give us the targeting abilities over this side of the battle space. Bash, do, douche. Overlord, go there, and then go there. No, there. Overlord, there, there. So this guy's just cruising along. Cruising, looking for a bruising. Very close to the coast, because we're just trousering them at this point. And that is, I don't know, so they just can't stop firing tomahawks, apparently. He's just firing a harpoon and, so two harpoons. Oh, there's a few harpoons in that mix. I don't know if that's anti-shipping tomahawks, because they do exist. Hang on, BGM 109E, Google. So, Navy, E model. No, that's land attack. The one I was thinking was the B model, which is the TASM. Tomahawk anti-ship missile. We'll see what it figures out. I don't know if it's going, oh, he's stationary, we can whack him. But yeah. Serious, if a harpoon, like harpoon is just, it's an old missile at this point. Harpoons are cool, but they're old. Target him, please. 22 on 60, bless him. He's basically just a patrol boat. In a bid to give, to give him them a fighting flippin' chance, you can see he's got man pads. He ain't doing squat in this battle. Now, this guy hasn't run aground, has he? No, he's just out of bound in the channel. He's in bound in the channel. Fair enough. Whilst you're at it, wallop, and that is again. So he is simulating a ship. He's simulating the Ivan Bubnov. So correction, the Iman, not the Ivan Bubnov, the Iman. No, I don't know. Either Ivan Bubnov or the Iman. I'm not too sure which one. Sorry. I retract everything that I previously said, for I do not know a thing. Why is he not landing at Krasnodar, or is he? Yeah, he's downwind at Krasnodar. I love the fact that a lot of items are black as well. I don't know if this is just creative on the part of CH, but it looks so cool. If this gets shot down, I will do something very unpleasant to myself. Subject myself to something very unpleasant, that's a better way to say it. Let's just put the fast forward on his way in. And... Da, 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 da. Mwah. Mwah. Oh no, he's engaging! That was brave. That was brave of the little patrol boat there. That's just the last one I'm gonna whack now. The rest are gonna all be the ones in Port and Novo. Well, since I'm here, it would be rude not to, right? Since we've got the missiles, we'll give, since he's just stationary in harbour, whack. Whack. Why not? Actually, that's gonna make a big difference to the attack. Those two missiles there, and then I feel like I've bodied them enough at this point. And you know, we'll do the little. Oh no, might be out of rounds. Oh no, purely down to me being La Idiota. So, the Grisha, dry dock, and feels bad, doesn't it? Like I've had the B-52s on this really circumventive course and all that kind of stuff, and now I'm just like, huh, B-21 got there first. That shows, I suppose, the advantage though of. In fact, you know what? We'll just send him back this, so he can come back this way now. I'm going to turn him around after he presses that attack. After we destroy the handy wind, and yeah, so basically this B-21. He fired? No, he hasn't fired his missile yet. So I'm going to disregard my last order. Sorry, I'm being chaotic. The Steraguchi is like the last most capable combatant in the area. And to be fair, like one ship ain't going to make a difference. This is obviously so the rescue is inbound on Kerch Strait. Should have ran him via the elevated section. So just go bonk, 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 bonk. Yeah, it's gonna. I don't know why I sent him this side. You can see though, Crimea, it is cool. This mod, by the way, is by TPAP. I'm not sure why there's a missing section. I am using TPAP's template for this. I will link to TPAP's website in the description below because it does some good stuff. But yeah. So B-52 time, I guess. What we'll do, I'm going to do the elevated road section, or the elevating road section, and we're basically just going to bury this in rounds. So each B-52 is carrying so that's 6 18 AGM-84 Tomahawks. This is really the mission of the Tomahawk, isn't it? I don't have a reason for why they couldn't be fired from the other end of the Black Sea and then the B-52s wouldn't get in harm's way, but it was more fun this way. We'll do the main section because honestly, my goal in this is to drop the Kerch straight onto the rescue's head. That would be funny if we could manage that. Yeah, let's fire these last two Jasms, and then we'll do just all the bits. Do it on the Crimean side as well, just for frankly inconvenience. And then I'll do one more segment. We'll drop, which will be that segment there. And then my last attack will be on just we'll just body the S400 side because S400s do be expensive, yeah. There we go. That is the attack they're going to press. And then these are the last B-52s. They're running in. You can see they're at low level. They are going as low as they dare. And you can see as well, they're so fast. They've got like a negative alpha. Which is just weird. Also, B-52s. Imagine if fly one of these in DCS. Like a study level flyable B-52. Oh. Right, these guys now, I'm just going to turn them cold because, frankly, there's no one left. You have killed everyone. There's nobody left. Let's just make sure. I'd always bring out ones. I'm going to give him more targets because 36 Tomahawks is enough to level the entire bridge, but also, like, you want overlap, I guess, or something. He's just got into his bomb base supply now. Oh, God. Right. Start it. We're whacking everything. We are atomising the Kerch Strait Bridge today, folks. We are atomising it. You know what? I'm not gonna. We'll not rip on it this much. What we'll say. Also, it looks like I've accidentally dragged and moved a part of the bridge. That's why that's dodgy. So that's not DPR's fault. That's my fault. What we'll say is that basically the point defense took out a certain percent of the targets. But they can now turn cold up to 26,000 once they fire their last missiles, and then basically they're just going to take the missiles home with them. Bear in mind, it's just one aircraft. Yeah, 50% of the missiles have been fired, let's say. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Where's that other B-52? Oh, he's over us. Wow. That's not a bad view, that, right. So this guy is going to press his attack on the handy wind. Is he out of rounds? He might be out of rounds, because I think I've had him whack 8 rounds off. So we may be out of anti-shipping capabilities, which is a shame. So we'll just turn him away as well now. He's absolutely ripped. Now, of course, this would happen at night, goes without saying. But, otherwise, any farmer with a shotgun can do something about that B-21. And that B-21, like I say, is a body double for a B-1. Basically, so B-2, you can't, in DCS, the way the game is set up, you physically cannot have the B2 in the game and the B21 at the same time because they're currently held as mods. And basically, I'd rather have the JASM than a fully accurate B2. So the difference it makes this scenario, the JASMs, they're online now. Yeah. Whack. Oh, by the way, red alert, I guess. Yeah. Whack. No, red alert, lads. Red alert. They're erecting now. I think they can like drive and shoot in those, which is quite cool. Right, got the last little raid coming up, the last two B-52s. So because we've actually done the point, we've anti-point defense to this. So it's like tors and stuff would still be standing. So again, I'm just going to pause just so that this arrives as the massed attack. There we go. So by whacking that one STRB-19, that is going to simulate destroying the dry dock. The STRB-90s are tiny little attack boats. They basically barely offset the cost of Tomahawk, to be fair. And then we'll do... I don't want the IADs, we'll just do the Grisha. Just had a massive panic moment there. I have to go to work today, but it's only 11 in the morning. This time I'd normally be waking up. I woke up early, so I've been working for like 8, 9 o'clock. I don't start till 4 today. So that's the Grisha's attacked. That's everything attacked. Shits and gigs. We'll let them punch off their missiles, and then I'm going to duplicate missiles for the chase. There is a reason for this. The Again, that's simulating one of the Alligator class ships or like similar landing ships. When it comes to the SA-11, even if we do fully destroy the radar, each of these launchers can operate independently. They're very clever. That one. There we go. So they are firing off their missiles now. And actually, what we can do is stop anyone chasing us. We should have a few spare missiles. Bonk. Bonk. Fine. Okay, two missiles will create that sufficiently just to stop that crap taking off. And then what we'll do, I think it's because it's still launching. There we go, and they're going to pop up to high level and run away. E3, we don't need you here either. You can run away. Run away with honour. Yeah, so we've left one handy win standing. Oh, they're exchanging blows now. So the harpoon's made it. And... hang on. No. Bang. Like, I might have been fired at a Russian. Like, these are Cold War weapons. Yay, the Russians. Oh. Oh. I have a vivid imagination, as you can see. Although... nope. This is just going to turn into a gun duel, isn't it? Which is I'm absolutely fine with that as a concept, but... is there any way at all, any of you can see it in your heart, to wallop him? To be fair, these guys, if they had cruise missiles left to give him, or, you know, to hit him on the head with, Type 45, you attack him as well, please, because you've got your naval strike missiles, which are out of range. This, by the way, is HMS Duncan, Delta 37. I don't know the name on it. It'll be on this side, on the back. Yeah, Duncan. There you go. Warship, British coalition warship, Delta 37. Yep. In fact, what I can do is just try bodying this guy. You know, give this guy a bit more to think about. Give him the last 2 rounds out of that attack hams. There is method in the madness. Giving him the last 2 rounds. Actually, these guys are actually on the beach to make sure they've got enough range to reach into Crimea. Like, they are, yeah. Are they stopping? Oh, ugh. Uh-oh. with a flyby of the handy wind on the way in. Let's watch this attack first. Oh, Reski's having a pop. He's got geckos he's firing. About the same era of what weapon. Actually, a bit. Gecko's a little bit older than Tomahawk, probably. He got Tomahawk. Go, Reski, go! That's adorable. Look at his alarm launcher. Go. Poof. Reload. Missiles comes up from inside the ship. Firing. Oh, it's adorable. But you see, they're like, I'm so sacked. They've destroyed the Kerch Strait Bridge. One of the things I could have targeted was the Zadov shipyard as well. There is, which I totally forgot about a Karaka in there, which is basically the Karaka that got destroyed during one of the recent air attacks. But again, we were focusing just on embarrassing the Russians to death. But this attack here, you've got pre-destroyed. You know what? You got quite a bit of what would have actually attacked the Kerch Strait. But this alone, you've effectively got fairly severe damage to both spans, is what this would be. Yeah, because the roadway is fully missing. So yeah, you can't put ships through it because that's the navigable waterway. Or like bigger ships, but also you can't put things across it. That is a brilliant play for Ukraine. That obviously you've got the hole over here, which is my fault. But yeah, you've got at least one hole poked. That's not bad. Right, you've got the last missiles going in now. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Wallop. Wallop. So, the airbase attack hasn't happened yet, I don't think. And, it's again, it's a res key. You know what? It's a Grisha. What does the Grisha even carry in terms of air defense weapons? Is that another Gecko? That's another arm launcher Gecko. Fair enough. Well played, lads. But primary objectives for the attack. He's on fire, at least. To be honest, that's a ship that's not going out for a while with a hole in its side that big. There you go, though, folks. But, like I say, so that got destroyed. The 21-2-160, I think they must have missed it. Fair enough. There you have it. But you know what? And what I find most impressive about this... Uh-oh. Steraguchi got hit. Have we just forced him to run out of rounds? Oh, baby. Oh, no. He's got Seaways rounds. There we go, folks. So that is... I can't rule it a full success because we ran out of rounds to hit the handy wind with. So they've got one ship left. The Iman survived. Or even Bubnov/Iman survived. But I'm going to turn it around actually because let's be honest, the scale of this attack, he's going to be ordered back to port and hidden because he's the last ship they've got now. But if an attack like this would happen in real life, this was the point of this was what if, right? The whole what if scenario. I think this would, at the very least, be able to give, the Ukrainians the upper hand in a negotiation to get back Crimea, because Crimea is now very difficult to defend. It's very difficult to attack, don't get me wrong, but it's even harder to defend because, a push across the flop to... Let's look at a map. you can just about make it out on a map here, or at least used to be able to. It is, yep, this, I believe it's this area here, Kakovka. Well, okay, I can't actually find it exactly right now, but you've got the Crimean Canal. Crimea is basically irrigated from the complete idiot. What's that river now? The Dnieper River. Apologies, from the Dnieper. It basically a canal comes off. Now, one of the first things Ukraine did when Russia invaded Crimea was blow up a bridge across it to across the canal to block it and cut them off from water. That's why the bridge meant they could run, effectively unlimited bottled water across. But now with the bridge out, all Ukraine would have to do is block that canal again, and Crimea is in big trouble because you've probably got enough natural sort of groundwater, so to speak, for people to drink, but definitely not enough to grow food. And that is, like I say, it turns into a fairly interesting. Apologies for the yawn there, guys. A fairly interesting little scenario. But like I said, 234. I just wanted to see if he'd get destroyed. He didn't. Um, there you go. B-52s. Like I say, they wouldn't have those missiles. They're not there. Imagine they're not there. But yeah, one hell of a little DCS mission there for you folks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I think I need to lie down now. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.